Hey there, welcome back. So last week we talked about brain overload and attention deficit trait, and that concept of racing through the week, working longer hours, checking more boxes, attending more meetings, keeping up with that never-ending to-do list seems to be the rule rather than the exception for many of you based upon the comments and the feedback that I got. I mean, we've all been there, right? By Friday, you're exhausted and you collapse into the weekend. And maybe you take the time to watch a movie or you take a Saturday afternoon nap to catch up and rest. But how often do you actually take the time to renew and refuel your brain with intention? See, human beings aren't designed to operate like machines at high speeds continuously for long periods of time. And racing through the day, juggling tasks and trying to keep up with that avalanche of incoming data requires a huge amount of mental energy. If you know anything about physical fitness, then you know that the time between workouts is just as important as the time you spend working out, because that's when your muscles repair and build stamina and strength. Well, your brain is a muscle too, and the same principle applies. And it's called emotional refueling, and it just simply means building in some intentional periods of stress-free recovery time. Emotional refueling not only resets the brain, but it supercharges cognition, creativity, and work productivity. In a 2011 study, researchers wanted to find out where people are or what they're doing when inspiration and new ideas strike. And the results might actually surprise you, because none of them reported having their epiphanous moments when they were hard at work or in the middle of a project. Instead, every single one indicated that they had breakthrough ideas either during or immediately following a time of emotional refueling, a time when they were relaxing away from work or just doing something that enabled them to give their brain a rest. More recent studies have concluded that one reason emotional refueling enhances brain function is because it facilitates the release of serotonin. And if you followed me at all, you know that serotonin is the neurotransmitter that's responsible for overall well-being, and it's opposite of the cortisol tap. We get serotonin from the sun, we get it from certain protein-rich foods that contain tryptophan or B6. We also get it from dark chocolate. But serotonin is important because it influences a variety of psychological and physical functions like mood, sexual desire, appetite, sleep, memory and learning, certain social behaviors. Serotonin also helps relay messages from one area of the brain to another. So almost all of our brain cells are either directly or indirectly influenced by our level of serotonin. A few minutes of emotional refueling will give you a boost of serotonin, which will not only make you feel better, but it'll also make your brain work better. Cool, huh? Who can't use a little more of that? So, how do you do it? Well, a friend of mine gets his emotional refueling at church, where he can put the pressures of his work aside and nourish his spiritual needs. Another friend of mine begins every day with meditation. If meditation or church aren't your things, find what is. Maybe it's yoga, maybe it's a quiet walk in nature, or maybe it's just some quality one-on-one time with a trusted friend. Figure out what you need to quiet whatever it is that's bouncing around your head and give your neurons a respite. My challenge for you today is to build some emotional refueling time into your day with intention. Find that person, place, or thing where you can calm your busy mind. Because when we schedule time for emotional refueling, even if it's only for just a few minutes to relax and renew, we prime the brain with deeper cognition, greater creativity, and improved productivity. And that's a pretty good thing. Want to learn more about how the brain works and how it can work better for you? Check out my book, Happy Hour with Einstein. And remember, life is always better when you share the good stuff.